We started out with 37 teams in this year's competition and have now whittled it down to the best 6. And these teams are going to convince you that they are the next big thing in photonics. Please welcome Zeev Zalevsky from Bar-Ilan University presenting ICTouch.
Thank you for the introduction. Hello to everyone. So my name is Zeev Zalevsky. I'm the co-founder of ICTouch. And what we do, we develop sight for the visually impaired people. And we do it by cornea-based symbolic imaging that is done by tactile spatial stimulation of the cornea. Our mission is to transform the world of the visually impaired people and to allow them to be integrated into a working society. So our startup doesn't only have a technological or a financial impact, but also a social impact. Our product is based on a patented technology that was commercialized from the university at which I'm a faculty member at the electrical engineering faculty. Those are spectacles, on top of which we have an external camera which is mounted to the spectacles. The camera captures an image which is being encoded, compressed, and transferred to a special matrix of micromirrors. Those micromirrors generate ultrasonic stimulation that creates, in a contactless way, spatial tactile stimulation of the nearby cornea, because ultrasonic waves are pressure waves. The result eventually is that the image spatial information is displayed through the spatial tactile sense of the cornea. We were the first to introduce this innovative medical concept. It was never done before. We did clinical trials. We were able to quantify and to measure that the tactile stimulation of the cornea has 2 points discrimination capability of around 1 millimeter. We were able in clinical trials to transmit simple shapes to the people through the spatial tactile stimulation of their cornea. And they were able to recognize those shapes with high probability. We were even able to measure the comprehension time that it takes between we start the stimulation and until they understand what they feel. It takes around 1 second. So, I know that you can say 1 millimeter of 2 points discrimination is not a very high resolution, but we do not do a regular imaging. What we do is a symbolic imaging. So we take the scenery and we convert various objects within the scenery into simple symbols. And those are the symbols which are stimulated in the spatial tactile sensation of the cornea. We're a very experienced team of entrepreneurs. Our CEO has more than 35 years of experience in being a CEO. The CFO has more than 30 years experience. Me personally, I have more than 20 years experience as an entrepreneur and in leading large R&D groups. And my partner, Michael Belkin, is a well-known medical doctor, and he will lead the clinical trials. Now, the competitors in our market can be divided into 2 groups. The first group are companies like Second Sight and NanoRetina. What they do is an implant, an artificial retina. The other type of companies, those are the companies like Orcam, YCAB, and iMusic. What they do, they translate the visual information through a sense, for instance, through the hearing sense, or through another organ, for instance, through the tongue. Our competitive advantage over those companies in respect to the artificial retina is that we are not invasive, we have higher resolution, we do not require generation of connection between electrodes and neurons. So our performance do not degrade with time, and they work on everyone. They do not work only on people that were not born blind. And in respect to the non-invasive solution, we do not occupy other organs or other senses at organs rather than the eyes themselves. There are 40 million people who are completely blind in the world. 4 million out of them are in the Western world. If 10% out of them will buy our spectacles, and we charge $1,000 per spectacles, which is a reasonable price because progressive lenses cost almost the same price. We talk about 400 million per year. If we take a conservative estimation that 10% of this market share will be ours, we talk about revenues of $40 million. And if we sell not only to people who are blind, but also to segments of people who are visually impaired, then we talk about revenues of hundreds of millions per year. And for this $1,000 that we charge for the spectacles, we have very large gross profit margin because the bill of material is very, very small. Our business model is to partner with large strategic partners like Alcons, use their distribution and marketing links to penetrate to the market. We will do the manufacturing through subcontractors, and the design and assembly will be done internally. We want to raise $1.5 million that after 3 years will allow us to start our sales, and after 3 years we will break even and become profitable. Thank you for your time.
In second place, receiving $5,000, goes to ICTouch. Right, let's give a big round of applause for all the participants.